Joining me now live is United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon spokesperson Andrea Tenenti. Andrea, thank you very much for your time. What is the situation now in South Lebanon? Are these concerns about the conflict, are they mounting?
Yes, I would say that for the last 5 weeks now, we entered the second month of this conflict. The situation is still very tense. We see and we witness every day a large number of exchanges of fire along the blue line between Lebanon and Israel. The blue line is the line of withdrawal of the IDF troops in the year 2000. There is no border between the two countries, and there has not been dialogue or peace between the two countries for a very long time. But what we see that despite these exchanges of fires, the situation has been very much localized along the blue line, 5 or 6 kilometers on both sides, so has not expanded. Of course, the real danger is the miscalculation, is that has been going on for too long, and the potential for escalation to spiral out of control is clear. But as of now, the situation has been very much localized along the blue line and has not moved to other parts of the country.
Okay, so it's localised at the moment. We know that Lebanon in particular has had a number of financial problems in particular in recent years. So how would a war affect Lebanon?
I think a war in general would affect any country in an incredibly negative way, and in this region would be a very, very dangerous, would have a very dangerous effect, because it would not only involve Lebanon, but it would be more of a regional scale war. So the country, as you mentioned, as you said, has been in a very difficult situation financially, economically, and politically. So a war at this point would not really be definitely beneficial for sure, but would be very, very dangerous, and the potential to escalate, of course, after these 5 weeks of exchanges of fire is around the corner. But as I said, so far has been very localized, and we have been able to keep dialogue between the two parties. At least there is no dialogue between the two countries, but the mission is the only organization that can actually talk to Lebanese authorities and to IDF, and trying to exchange messages and trying to decrease tension and prevent very dangerous misunderstandings. And that's what we have been doing for the last 5 weeks, with also strong presence on the ground of over 10,500 troops from 49 different countries.
Well, tell us a bit more about that. Tell us about the work that the UN Interim Force in Lebanon is doing in the region right now. Where are you focusing your efforts?
Of course, at the moment, the mission has been challenged by this conflict, but we are still on positions. We have not moved from the blue line. Our troops are on the ground, still working also in coordination with the Lebanese army, which is our strategic partner for Resolution 1701, and they are not involved in the conflict. But the most important part in these days, I would say, is the good offices, is the work that the force commander, head of mission, is continuing with both sides to be able to open this channel of communications that the two countries do not have. And this has been important because both sides have been using this tool, this channel of communication, to exchange messages, and for us to do our utmost to try to prevent misunderstanding and decrease tension. And as today, as I said, the situation and the conflict is very much localized after 5 weeks. But again, no one can predict what can happen in the near future. As I said, miscalculation is something that no one can predict.
What do ordinary Lebanese people want? I mean, do they support Hezbollah's stance against Israel?
The country, of course, is very divided. The country has 17 confessional groups, and there are Christians, there are Sunni, there are Maronites, there are Shia. So there is a very wide spectrum of people in this country. So everyone has very much different positions. But as I said, a full-scale war would be devastating for Lebanon and for the region, especially during this period with high inflation and never experienced a financial and economic crisis as the one they're living in these days.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't escalate further. Andrea Tenenti, we have to leave it there. Appreciate your time. Thank you very much for joining us from Beirut.